This is a 1980 Pontiac Trans Am Special Edition 301 turbo car. Originally the car was a 301 turbo. However, before I bought the car, the engine was pulled and replaced with a 1976 Pontiac 400 engine. The car is in pretty nice shape overall. Looks really good going down the highway. Looks good in the parking lot. The paint looks better in the pictures and also on the video than it does in person. Windows are tinted. The body is real straight, what I consider to be rust-free. I've had a couple of body shops look at it over the past couple of years. The most recent was just a couple of months ago, and they all agreed that the body was in excellent condition as far as real straight, real solid, seemed to be rust-free. Again, the paint looks pretty good here, but in person it's actually it needs a paint job. I bought the car in 1995, and the car had an old paint on it, lots of sanding scratches and just some imperfections in the paint. And when I bought the car in 95, I was in high school and I wanted it painted, so I bought the paint, and a friend painted it for free. It's a black lacquer paint, no clear, nothing like that. It's held up really well over the years, but what's happened is over the years the paint has settled, shrunk, whatever it does, and it's settled down into all those cracks. And if I can get close, maybe you can see what I'm talking about. Lots of orange peel. There are some cracks in the paint, not the actual paint, it's just the paint underneath had lots of cracks and scratches in it. And so this paint has just settled into it over the years, and anybody that buys the car, you're just going to want to paint it again. It's really kind of hard to see here in these pictures, but it does have lots of little sanding scratches underneath the paint, and I'm really trying to get up close enough where you can see what I'm talking about. Don't know if it's going to work though, but they're there. You can kind of see some in the reflection there. So whoever buys it's going to want to paint it eventually. It does look really good going down the highway though. It looks good in a parking lot. Definitely you can take it to a car cruise and be happy with it. Just don't park next to another black car. The body's really nice. It's pretty solid. There's a view down the passenger side. There's a view down the driver's side. It's got a few door dings in it. It's a little wavy. Areas of concern on the body are going to be the fender flares, especially the front. The front fender flare, as you can see down here at the bottom, it's cracked. The welting is gone, and they're just kind of beat up with rock chips. This side is actually a little worse. The welting is gone. Whoever had it before me decided to fix it by screwing it to the fender. Any body shop, when you have it painted, if you decide to do so, any body shop ought to be able to weld up those screw holes, and everything should look properly installed once done. The rocks have just really taken a toll on the fender flares, especially the front. The spoiler underneath is also pretty beat up. It's I would think it needs to be replaced if you decide to have it painted. The front bumper itself is actually in pretty nice shape, except for right there's a little crack under the parking lamp. The bumper grills were replaced a few years ago with new GM parts. They're really soft and pliable. They're not going to crack on you anytime soon. The hood bird is correct. The hood bird is correct for a 1981 model. I ordered the original back when I had it painted. They sent me the wrong one, and I went ahead and installed it rather than dealing with the hassle of sending it back. The pinstripes were installed at the same time, and even though they're all there, they're starting to fade pretty good. All the bird and the logos, all those are still nice and shiny and glossy, but the pinstripes are really starting to fade. Again, the car was originally a 301 turbo, so it has the turbo boost gauge in the hood, which was also kind of a rare deal because not all turbo cars got that. This one's been restored. All the decals are on. It's painted. Looks good. T-tops are on. T-tops do not leak around the inside. They do, however, drip right about in here where the seam meets the weather strip to the glass weather strip, and it tends to drip right on the driver's seat and the passenger seat in about this area. And with the door open, you can kind of see the weather strip. Maybe it's not bad. There's a crack here, a little gap. All the weather strip on the car was replaced when I had the car painted, except for the T-top seals. And the T-top seals run at the base of the pillar post, all the way up around and back down to the top of the quarter panel. So all that's a T-top seal, and then obviously the glass strip. The original turbo wheels were replaced with snowflakes, the 8-inch snowflakes, and I just think they look better. The taillights were restored a few years back. Still has a little piece right here that's just, it's got a little chip or something in it. It's not cracked, but it looks like a rock or something may have hit it at one point. That's just some wax. But all the fins were repainted. The lenses were polished. The gas door works and doesn't fall down real bad like a lot of cars.